In the heart of Vatican City, under the towering shadow of St. Peter's Basilica, a new chapter of Catholic history began this Sunday. For thousands gathered in St. Peter's Square, it wasn't just another Mass. It was the first public message of Pope Leo, the newly elected pontiff. Elected just 3 days prior, on May 8, Pope Leo stood before the faithful for his first Angelus prayer, and delivered a message that deeply moved those present, and resonated far beyond the square. The morning sun lit up the square as crowds gathered early, pilgrims and locals alike, eager to witness a historic moment. Flags waved gently in the breeze. Some held rosaries. Others, photographs of the late Pope Francis. But what united them was anticipation, hope for what the new Pope might say. And when Pope Leo stepped to the window overlooking the square, silence fell. His first words were not about politics, church governance, or power. They were about peace. Pope Leo's voice, calm but firm, echoed through the Vatican's ancient walls. No more war. A simple phrase. But in today's fractured world, it felt revolutionary.
Ay, emocionadísima. Ser la primera vez que vengo. Gracias a Dios. Una emoción que no te la puedo explicar.
He called on the global community, leaders, citizens, people of all faiths, to work for what he described as an authentic and lasting peace. Specifically, he urged a ceasefire in Gaza, the release of all Israeli hostages, and a peaceful resolution to the ongoing war in Ukraine. His message was not abstract. It was direct, human, and urgent. We are living, he said, in the dramatic scenario of a Third World War fought piecemeal. A phrase made famous by Pope Francis, and now echoed by his successor.
Incluso la fe es grandísima, la sentimos, todo el mundo sentimos una fe que es la que nos mantiene y la que nos tiene en esta tierra.
For many in the crowd, the Pope's appeal hit home. Claudio Coloni, an Italian visitor attending the prayer, described the moment as emotional. To hear him speak of peace so early in his papacy. It gives us hope, he said. There were tears, applause, and a quiet sense of unity. At a time when conflict dominates headlines, from Ukraine to Gaza, and tensions elsewhere, Pope Leo's first act as pontiff was not to lecture, but to plead. Not to condemn, but to pray.
È un'emozione, quello che confido è che veramente ho sentito tante volte la parola pace, non ne possiamo più, ogni morto di ogni giorno è un morto di troppo, quindi veramente confido per chi crede che sia veramente un passo avanti, pace, 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 non mi sento dire altro.
Pope Leo also acknowledged the recent ceasefire agreement between India and Pakistan, a rare moment of optimism on the global stage. And he called it what the world needs more of, miracles of peace. He reminded the world of the 80th anniversary of the end of World War II, a conflict that claimed over 60 million lives.
A lot of emotion. A blessing from God. We are very moved, we traveled, we are very far from home. We came to see the Pope.
Transmitiu muito amor.
He conveyed a lot of love, a lot of compassion, and his face, his expression shows that he will convey a lot of love to us, which is what we, the Catholics, hope for, that he brings a lot of love, hope and ends the wars, which is what we always ask for, what he asked for today, to end the wars that are bringing only death and destruction.
Well, certainly we're very proud. We had never been here before. We've never seen the Pope before. So today was quite a day. Incredible. Incredible. The energy of the people was amazing. And the reverence for him was incredible. When he was speaking and everybody was just waiting to hear the next thing that he said, it was wonderful.
His message was clear: the lessons of history cannot be forgotten. No more war, he repeated, again and again. And in doing so, Pope Leo sent a powerful signal that his papacy would not mark a departure from Pope Francis' path, but a continuation. He called Francis' legacy precious, and vowed to carry it forward. Across the globe, media outlets, religious leaders, and millions of Catholics have praised Pope Leo's first address. Social media flooded with clips of his speech. Words like compassionate, courageous, and prophetic dominated the conversation. But beyond the emotion lies the question: can this message of peace truly change anything? While Pope Leo's influence is spiritual, the platform he commands is vast. And in a world desperate for direction, his first steps as Pope offer a path forward. Through empathy, prayer, and above all, peace. As the bells of St. Peter's rang out on that Sunday afternoon, a sense of purpose settled over the crowd. A new pope had spoken, not with political rhetoric, but with a plea from the heart. Pope Leo's first message was not just a speech. It was a prayer. A prayer for peace. For unity. And for a world without war. Whether that prayer is answered remains to be seen. But one thing is certain: the voice of peace has spoken. And the world was listening.